This evening I'm out testing Infiray's new Gemini thermal binoculars. It's a lovely evening. I've come out to one of my favourite bits of ground, which is brilliant for fallow stalking. Being the middle of August, it's only fallow and roebucks that are in season, so there's not that many roe on this ground, so I'm really looking out for a fallow buck, and generally on here it's more does than anything else. Nevertheless, we should be able to find a few deer to have a look at through the new Gemini binoculars. So I can see the Gemini is being popular with stalkers, especially because not only have you got that thermal aspect in there where it allows you to pick out deer nice and easily in woodland and other situations where it would normally be quite difficult with standard glass, but you've also got the option you can swap it to a coloured day screen. So once you've found your deer, you can identify whether it's a buck or a doe, and you can also assess what condition it is. For a power source, these thermal binoculars run on two 18650 batteries, which are located just in this little compartment on the side here. This is definitely an advantage because 18650 batteries, they're cheap, they're easy to get hold of, and it's no bother just to carry an extra set or two in your pocket. Now, a couple of batteries should last you for a normal night's foxing or an evening out stalking, but as I say, it's no bother just to carry another set in your pocket, and should they die on you, then it's easy just to swap them out in the field. So there's actually quite a lot of features on these that I really like. Firstly, I like the little focus wheels, which are just located either side of the eyepiece there. So you've got one on the left there, which does the focus for your thermal side of things, and then the other side does your day screen and your night vision mode. Another nice thing is you can actually adjust the eyepiece on these. That's one thing I have found before with other thermal binoculars, is you can't move the eyepieces apart to suit your face, whereas with these they do just slide backwards and forwards like that. So yeah, another nice little feature, and of course the built-in rangefinder, which I absolutely love on thermal binoculars. The light's just starting to fade, but I've just spotted a few fallow that are in this wood here, but they were probably between 50 and 100 yards from me, deep in the wood, I could see them quite clearly through the thermal. I could see bits of them between the trees because this is a really thick wood here, and I could pick them out there, but well, they've got sharper eyes than even the thermal, and spotted me and started making their way back through the wood. So really what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a deer out on the edge of the wood feeding on the field here that I can knock over, and hopefully get a bit of nice footage for you guys as well. But the chances of getting a shot through that wood are low and impossible. Okay, so I've decided to get in one of these high seats. It's got a nice view over a big field here, and we've probably still got about half an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer until it's dark. So I'm hoping just in this time we might get something to walk out on. Right, so I can see several deer coming through the trees just to my right. They're probably only 50-60 metres from me, but they're the other side of some trees, so There's several there in the next field, but quite often they come through these trees and out onto this field. So I'm just going to wait, and hopefully when I come out, maybe it'll be a buck before dark. I know, very slim odds, but you never know. The Gemini have various modes including white hot, black hot, red and fusion, as well as thermal overlay and night vision options, and even in low light still give a very good colour image. The Gemini binoculars also have a very clever thermal overlay feature you can use over the colour screen. This helps you locate game better in the colour mode. The thermal image is still remarkably sharp in longer distances, with these deer stood out in the open some 300 metres away. Right, so we had some deer come out in the end. It was pretty much after dark or just before dark, and we had a couple of does and youngsters come out in front and behind. The ones that were out in front were probably a good 200 to 300 metres out there, and then we had a big group that came out and stood out in the field, and they were definitely out about 300 metres. Again, I was using the rangefinder in these. I had a fox as well on the edge of the wood here that disappeared into the wood. Some deer behind. What else do we have? Oh, and then of course we had the fox as well, which came out behind here, and I was able to turn around, shoot over the back of the high seat, and get a shot on that, which was about 80 metres or something. So at least I didn't sort of blank the evening. I didn't get a buck, but never mind. We at least saw some deer and got to have a little look at the Infiray Geminis. Now I'm going to be using these for future episodes on the Shooting Show and Shooting Country TV, so I'm sure I'll get to know them a bit better, find out all the little tricks and things that they do, because I'm still learning. I haven't had them all that long, so I'll just rush straight into having a play around with them. But they're very easy to suss out. I haven't read the instructions, which is pretty typical for me. That is always the last resort. But I haven't had any bother with coming out with these and being able to use them in the field. So all in all, I reckon these are very nicely made, good solid bit of kit that's certainly going to compete with any other thermal binoculars on the market, if not raise the bar. So yeah, if you're interested in a decent thermal and you're looking to go down the binocular route, certainly have a look at the Infiray Geminis.